What's up, everybody, and welcome to a cancer update video brought to you by your one and only M-Dog here at the Dog Pound. First and foremost, please bear with me because I've got some notes that I kind of just jotted down to do this video because I want to cover everything as in depth as I can, and I don't really want to forget anything. Of course, I'll end up doing another one eventually, but I know it's been a minute, and of course, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers of this channel. Since this happened a little over a month ago, I have lost a substantial amount of subscribers, and I'm okay with that. Not everybody wants to be here and hear these type of videos while I'm down and out. It can be depressing, I guess, maybe to some. To me, I'm trying to uplift others by sharing my story and hoping that maybe that inspires someone to do the things that they need to do to make sure that they take care of themselves. I know I wish I would have done so sooner. YouTube has not been great because they have made sure that most of my videos have pretty much been just taken right out of the algorithm. And I make a little of my income is from YouTube, and didn't really feel it too much till not too recently, when all those co-pays start adding up, and the prescriptions and stuff like that I got to take now. You feel that when when your videos and you get to where you rely on an income, it makes it hard. So it's been a rough one. I ain't gonna lie to you. And of course, being out here in the heat, it's over 100 degrees. Heat index 106 today. So it is hot here in Delaware. But it's just trying to make it work. But I want to say thank you so much to all of you who have stuck by me. It's meant so much to Tammy and I and my whole family because, like I said, you guys become like family to us, and it hurts to see those numbers drop. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm doing the very best that I can. First and foremost, I got to be here to make videos. So I got to take care of myself and make sure that gets done properly. And this will all get better. This too shall pass. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you who have stuck in there, and for every one of you who's reached out, said prayers. Man, it helps so much. It's you have truly uplifted me and put me in a better space. So with that being said, I'm going to take you back to May the 30th and how my surgery went. Well, I went to sleep thinking that I knew what was about to happen to me.
There he is, preparing.
Kind of had a game plan.
Yeah, somebody's sitting around a funny little hat on his head. Like, how's he got nerve to tell me which way to film?
Does it look good?
You look sexy.
In my style and profile.
You are. You're looking sexy.
I got all my hair covered up.
What hair? You don't have any hair.
I woke up, it was totally different. I felt like I was in a twilight zone. I felt like my body had gone through a battle, which it really did. A planned 3-hour surgery turned into about a 7-hour surgery. And, it was worse than what they thought. They couldn't see everything until they got in there. And then, it was not fun, to say the least. I was in a lot of pain. Thank God the first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was my wife, Tammy. And I went through a lot of emotions for three or 4 weeks. I didn't talk to anybody, just because I was trying to come to terms with things. And I'm okay with that now. I've gotten myself in thanks to a couple of my friends. I've had some friends come over and visit me, which I greatly appreciate. I can't be outside a lot when it's hot like this because, it's just brutal. And I've still got these bandages on. I start sweating, bandages will fall right off. So, not good. So I'm trying to make this video as quick as I can. But things changed for me on May the 30th. Life took on a whole new meaning, so to speak. you know, they removed the tumor. You know, they got the job done, but the road to recovery has been a nightmare. And I'll touch base on that in a minute. But when I had the surgery, I ended up staying in the hospital for 8 days. June the 1st was Tammy and I's, or however you pronounce, mine and Tammy's 35th anniversary together. And I don't even remember most of that day. So yeah, I spent our 35th anniversary together in the hospital, basically incoherent. And that's not a great way to spend an anniversary with your life partner, someone who's been your best friend. And I don't even know if I actually said happy anniversary to her, to tell you the truth. I think I did, but I think she forgave me. Just rough. You know, you don't really think about things like that till it happens. I can't say enough, of course, about the team. The team of doctors, nurses that I've had since this all began. They've been fantastic. My surgeon has been fantastic. I'm not going to get into the names and stuff like that for, you know, privacy reasons and whatever their protocol may be. But just know that they are fantastic, the ones that I've had. The nurses that I had in med-surg unit, which is where you go after your surgery's over, and that's where you stay to recover until they send you home. Man, those girls and guys were fantastic. They made it bearable to be there, and that's hard because hospitals, man, I don't like them. But those people were absolutely fantastic. I built a bond in those 8 days with them, and I actually missed them. Don't miss being there at all, but I miss them. They're great people. And so thank you to all of them who I know watch this channel now. Thank you so much for being a friend when I needed one. My family couldn't be there the whole time, and you guys being there the whole time made it bearable. I've been home for about a month now. Still have open wounds, which has kept me from being out in the extreme heat. Not used to it. Can't afford to get an infection. Still have open, you know, the open wounds. It don't take much to get an infection. And my God, I do not. As much as I love those people in the hospital that I met, I don't want to go back. No time soon. So I don't want an infection. Tammy takes care of my open wounds day and night. The woman deserves a medal because she does things that most people just could not do. Man, it is hot. You have to forgive me. Since I've been home, I've had to go to doctor's appointments 3 to 4 times a week. Start wound care. I go to wound care every week. Then, you know, I've got my follow-up visits with my surgeon, who keeps check on everything. Somebody likes to whistle. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but I hope they're having fun. You know. Then you've got oncology, my oncology appointments. Then you've got radiology. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into this. It's not a one and done. It's a big process. So it's okay. I'm getting it done. I got a great support system, my family, who I love dearly and has kept me straight. So God bless them. So what's the game plan moving forward, you may ask? Well, right now my surgeon is focusing solely on getting my wounds to heal. Once that happens, I will begin chemotherapy. And it's just hard to still say that I'm going to be going through this. It's hard to talk about at times. Once I'm done with the chemotherapy, I will be doing what they consider targeted radiation. My tumor was removed, and you know, the surgeon, my doctor, feels really positive about where things are right now. I had 46 lymph nodes removed from my body around that area. Thank God all 46 came back tested negative for cancer cells, which is huge. Anybody who knows anything knows that when you have cancer, a lot of times one of the first places it wants to spread is into your lymph nodes. You know, and my other organs have all been tested, and they've come back clear. So I'm blessed, very blessed. You know, the reason why we're doing the chemo and the radiation is because there could still be microscopic cells that are still there that we can't see. So that's why we've got a plan in place that hopefully this will kill anything that's left behind that they did not get, even though they're 99% sure we've got everything. But we'll see. You know, just got to pray. Just got to pray and hang tight, and it'll all work out. So what's the future look like for the channel here on YouTube? I'm not going to stop creating video content for you guys. I'm just not going to do it. As much as the haters, I actually had a hater tell me that I could be facing worse things than death. That's easy for you to say, Hoss. Put yourself in my shoes and others' shoes who are facing that. You can say that when you don't have that to deal with. I mean, I get it. Maybe it was an innocent comment, but please use some common sense when you say things, because it's very hard on people. Not just me, but it's hard on my family. So understand that, you know, and I'm not sensitive at all. But when it comes to this stuff, it's not just me we're talking about. We're talking about millions and millions of people who go through this. They don't need to see something like that. And I leave the comments up for people to read them. I'm not gonna censor anybody. That's not what I do. But just please, some common sense, please. I'm going to be doing videos when I'm able to do them, and it's a great sign that I'm starting to feel good again. I'm actually starting to feel like my old self, which, blessed. I won't be able to do videos as often as I did, of course, prior to all this happening, until I get through the rest of the treatments that I got to go through. But I promise you that I will do as much as I physically can. That's a promise. I love doing this. I enjoy communicating and collaborating and just talking to you guys. It brings me up. Even the bad ones, I don't care. I have fun with it. So I don't let someone else's misery bring me down. I just don't do it. There's so many more important things in life. Don't ever do that. So I'm going to still be doing some videos on the range, and I'll have Tammy and or Taylor helping me out whenever possible, because I'll probably need it to get me going. I'm going to be doing some videos here in the next week or two out on the farm as we get prepared for the ultimate white-tailed deer season. I'm looking forward to that. You know, I got to change up some things a little bit for this year, because they put the chemo, I had a surgery, they put a chemo port right here. I'm right-handed. Kind of hard to shoot anything with recoil when you got a bump. You know, it's literally it's a piece of technology sitting right there that is going to help me get better, so I can't damage it or anything like that. So I got to be careful. But even my surgeon, you know, he's a hunter, thank God. And he's like, oh, come on, put a pillow over it, suck it up. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do what I can. So we got white-tailed deer season that'll start in September here. What else are we going to be doing? I got some new products this year that I will be showcasing, using them this year during deer season. You guys are going to love, I promise you, hunters are going to love this stuff that I've got planned for this year. And I've got some great partners that I'm working with who have been very supportive of me and my condition right now, and they're very understanding. We're going to have a heck of a lot of fun. So if you thought last year was cool, this year is going to be a blast. We'll be hunting over in Maryland again with my good friend Kenny Schrader and the great people who are like my extended family over at Schrader's Outdoors. And we'll be starting over there in September with dove hunting. So that'll get off, you know, doing some wing shooting and different things like that. That's a lot of fun. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do as much as I can, no matter what life throws at me. And I hope you do the same. You got to stay mentally strong. That's what I have learned, and it's hard, but you got to stay mentally strong and live your life to the fullest. Live your life every day like it's your last one, because one day it will be. And, you know, I just want to say thank you to the friends that I have so dear to my heart. And that's it. You go through something tough in your life, find your support structure. Whether it's your friends, your family, whatever it may be, find them, lean on them. There's nothing wrong with it. I've had to learn that the hard way because I'm bullheaded, and I've always been one that not to put my problems off on somebody else. But believe me, when I did these videos, I knew I was going to be vulnerable. But man, you know what? The good Lord above blessed me with a platform. I mean, it may not be a huge platform, but if I can reach 10 people, you know, and help them get somewhere to do what they got to do to take care of their health, then I can tell you that all this is worth it. The pain, no matter what I go through, I'm going to share it with you guys. And I hope and pray that when all this is said and done, it should be sometime around Christmas, I'm guessing, that I am blessed enough to go ring that great big beautiful bell in the oncology center to signal that I'm cancer free. That is my goal. That's what I'm focused on. And good Lord willing, we're going to get there, and we're going to get there together. And I'm going to take you guys. If that happens, you guys are coming with me, because that's going to be a day that we're going to film. And I want to hear that beautiful bell ring is my goal. So, with that being said, if there's anything that you feel that you need to talk about, questions, please feel free to reach out to me. It may take me a little bit to get to you, but I respond to every comment. You know, make sure you like the video, share it if you can. It helps me a lot because, like I said, you know, I've got income now that's pretty much now gone because my videos have fallen out of the algorithm. I can't do nothing about that. But I don't even care if it helps somebody. So please help me out and share them. You know, make sure people understand how important this is, because, you know, even though we don't like to talk about colonoscopies and stuff like that, especially your guys, man, I tell you, it's a life or death matter. Something so simple and easy. And I wish I wouldn't ever made a big deal out of it, because it's really a simple process. But it's literally life or death. Go get it done, so that way you have peace of mind, and then you'll be able to live your life a little less stressful. Makes a huge difference. And I promise you, I'll never take my health for granted again. I've been working hard on, you know, of course, when you get cancer, you're going to lose weight. So I've lost quite a bit of weight, but I found a place now where my weight is holding. I cut out drinking all my sodas. I used to love sodas. Good Lord. But I may treat myself to one here and there. And the doctor's like, you know, he's like, you got to live. I got a great doctor. You know, he understands. And he's a very healthy guy. But he understands, you know, you're going to live your life. But just do the best you can to take care of yourself and to limit yourself. It takes a little bit of discipline. But man, you know, I don't want to see anybody ever lose a bunch of weight because they got sick with cancer. But as long as you monitor your health, you will find that you'll actually enjoy taking care of yourself. You'll find that you'll enjoy taking the challenge on of you know, getting yourself healthy, losing weight. And man, I'm just so thankful that I'm here now talking to you, where a month ago I didn't know if that was going to happen. You know, when I woke up, I was in so much pain, and then the doctor told me that it was like a bomb had gone off inside of me, and rough. I don't know how else to tell you. It's just rough, but we're getting there. Thank you again so much for the prayers. Tammy and I and all the people, all of our family, everyone here at the Dog Pound, we truly love you guys. Please hang in there with me. I'm not going nowhere, and I'm getting better. We're going to get this thing rolling again. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And then you guys will be one of the ones that will be able to say, you know what, I stayed even when it was bad. Even when it got slow, I stuck around. And I'm going to tell you, we will never forget that. We will never forget that. So, until next time, and I hope it won't be as long as it was this time, spend time with those that mean the most to you in the great outdoors, or wherever you may find convenient. Time is not guaranteed to no man or woman, so take advantage of it. I'm M-Dog, and I truly love you guys, and I'll see you next time.